Hey everyone, my name is Meera. Welcome back to my channel. I reviewed every book I read in 2020. It had been a goal of mine because previously I'd procrastinate so much about reviewing books. I'd read them and then think to myself, I'll get to the review later. But then months afterwards, I would not be able to recall the finer details of what I had wanted to say, or even certain aspects of the book wouldn't be as clear in my mind as they had while I was reading them. So then I made it a strict goal of mine to make sure that I get to the review of each book as soon as possible. I have been reviewing books for 6 years now, and it feels so good to pen down my thoughts. It's almost as if the book takes root in your soul. So I wanted to share this habit with you and help you along in your reading journey. Here are 5 reasons why you should start reviewing books in 2021. First, it helps other readers just like you. As a reviewer myself, book reviews add a lot of weight to the decisions I make with regards to what books I should read and what books I'm going to steer clear of. It has happened so many times that I'll be scrolling on Goodreads or maybe on Instagram and I'd read maybe a few passages. That would be convincing enough for me to drop everything I'm doing and pick up that book that very instant. So that's the power of book reviews. What you write could be the very reason why someone picks up a certain book or doesn't. I mean, just think about it. You yourself would be relying on certain reviews. You may even have certain go-to reviewers whom you trust wholeheartedly. And so any book they recommend, you will definitely pick them up. So I'm not saying this that it's your responsibility to review books for other people, but that just keeps the reading community going, doesn't it? Second, it enhances your cognitive abilities. The more you read and review books, the more you are nudging your brain to reflect on what you've read. It vastly improves your information processing, interpretation, judgment, and reasoning skills. In fact, I have a very on-brand analogy to explain this. Think of the act of reviewing books like aging wine. The more you make the cask up here, work on the information it has gotten from books, the more richer your thoughts will be. Reviewing books really does help you in life. Your ability to make connections between things, to analyze information, all of that improves so much. Third, it helps you remember the book for longer. I have a shitty capacity for remembering things. I may be able to tell you names of books I've read in 2018, but if you ask me what the book is about, I most probably won't remember a lot about it without some prodding. But believe me when I say this, since last year, since the time I've made reviewing a very regular habit, I've been able to retain and recall information from books so much more better. And even in the worst case scenario, if you're still not able to recall what the book is about, you now have a legit place, an online site or maybe a social media platform to go to refresh your memory about the book. And what better way to do that than in your own words, in your own perspective of how you read the book. Next, it could become your side hustle. Now, before some of you prepare to throw stones at me, just hear me out. Reviewing books can actually help you earn a little bit of income on the side. It may not be a lot, it may not be enough for you to go on without any other job, but it's definitely worth considering because you're making a little bit of extra cash doing what you love. That is to read books and talk about them. In some parts of the world, it's a lot more difficult for bloggers and reviewers to get paid for reviewing books, but it's something you should consider because the more you get better at it, the more chances of you being discovered by others and being approached for reviews, getting paid for it, increases. And finally, the fifth reason is that it helps you discover more books and improve your writing skills. I can't even begin to tell you just how many titles I've discovered because I'm a book reviewer. These are books that I normally would not have come across even on social media, and they have quickly become some of my all-time favorites. As a reviewer, you're under the purview of authors, publishers, publicists, and are likely to be approached with review requests. And that's one of the ways you can discover a lot more great reads. Plus, reviewers tend to be part of reviewing circles where more books are talked of. And secondly, as a reviewer, you get a lot of writing practice. You are constantly writing more and more reviews, so you will see a definite improvement in your writing skills. Plus, you develop a flair for writing for an audience, which is a skill that is really in demand today. So those are 5 reasons why you should consider reviewing books this year. This was a short video. I hope you found it useful. If you are a reviewer or if you have reviewed books at some point in your life, then I'd love to know your experience. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I plan to continue with reviewing every book I read this year too. I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon again. Bye.